Hi everyone, this is Dory back with another episode of Dory's Helpful Hints. Happy New Year! I know it's been a while since I've done a video, but I kind of took a break for the holidays. But I'm back now, and I actually didn't take much of a break because I've still been doing my research on color analysis. And I found a product that I really wanted to share with you guys because for me, this was the best way that I've ever found to determine whether or not your warm or cool skin tone and whether you're actually bright or muted. Jen Thoden came out with some color cards, and these are those 4 cards, and you can purchase them from her website for $27, which is a bargain. And I got these cards, and independent of each other, I held them up for my family members, and they all came up with the same thing, which is a first for this family. And I actually agreed with them, which is also amazing because I'm usually the dissenting voice, for those of you who haven't figured that out already, because I tend to kind of overanalyze stuff. So I just want to show you, she has you hold them up one at a time and take pictures of them, and then you can send them in and she can help you determine. What I did today, and seemed to really hit me, is I put up the bright and the muted card, the 2 cools on either side of my face. And then I took the 2 warm cards and put them up on either side of my face. And the difference was incredible as far as how I looked. You can also do it by doing the 2 brights, warm and cool, and the 2 muted, warm and cool. Now when I just did the muted and I held one and then I held the other one, it was hard for some of the members of the family. They kind of went back and forth on these 2. But then decided I didn't say anything, and then decided on this one. When I held up the soft and cool and the bright and cool, you can immediately see that these colors age me and make me look really tired. When you surround my face with these blues and these purples, and if I put the darker colors on this side, and then I can do the 2 lighter colors just for context. Not my palette. When I do the bright and warm next to my face and the bright and muted, and then I can switch this over, and so you've got the 2 dark sides and then the 2 light sides. But this is definitely my palette. Now I say that, and I haven't watched this video, but there's something else I discovered over the course of these last few weeks. Any pictures that you take and submit for an online color analysis are going to be, and I'm not wearing any makeup, sorry, but I'm not wearing any makeup, but that you submit for an online color analysis are going to skew cool. If you're in the sun, they may skew warm, but I've discovered that if you're inside, then it's going to gray your skin. If you're in the shade outside, it's going to gray your skin. If you're in the direct sun, it probably will add more gold, but it doesn't gray your skin. I submitted photos online and told people that I know that I'm warm, and from my photographs everybody says no, you're cool. And it gets a little frustrating for me because then I kind of doubt myself, because these women, and they always tout their credentials, that they're trained in makeup or they're trained in color or they're trained in whatever. And it's interesting because when I was younger and I had my makeup done, they initially went cool and realized they couldn't do cool, because if you look at me, I guess that's what you see, because you see blue eyes. and the blue eyes are an immediate cool, and I don't believe color analysis works that way. and soft autumns can have blue eyes. So I think that there's a mindset in the color community that if you have blue eyes, they will not acknowledge that it's possible for you to have warm skin or hair. They just automatically assume that you are cool. And if you post pictures online, those pictures are going to skew cool. This was a real problem for me because when I posted a warm palette online, it's toasted, it's kind of neutral, but is a tawny autumn palette. I was told it was a cool palette, and I can put that palette up to these cards, and the one that it resonates with the most is this soft warm card. So I tried to take pictures of the palette across the cards, and what I was seeing with my eyes did not translate into the photographs, because when I put that palette next to these colors, the blue colors actually reflected back on that palette, and it made the palette look cool. So I just want to make everybody aware who are paying for these online color analyses that potentially you're not going to get an accurate description of your colors, because your colors are going to skew cool. So I would go with an in-person analysis, which could still be wrong because I was a bright winter in that and I wasn't soft, but you can kind of tell when you walk in if your analyst has if they're predisposed to peg you in a certain hole, because mine was. And I also got Cool Summer, Dusky Summer in David Zyla, and I honestly think that's because both of those analyses were done in hotel rooms where there was no natural light, or the light that was in the hotel room with David came in from behind me. And I noticed with my extension with David, when we were in a hotel that had sliding glass doors and windows and it had more light, he kind of redid my palette and warmed it up from where it was quite a bit. I really think indoor lighting makes a difference. The surgical light of the SciArt, not sure that's the best light, because I feel like that in itself, when I looked at that, has a kind of a blued quality to it. So I think just be very careful, trust your gut instinct more than what somebody tells you about your colors. If you go home like I did and put on those blued purples and they make you look 10 years older, there was probably a mistake done in your palette. And unlike me, I didn't call my analyst because she was out of state. Her and David both don't live here. But you can call them and ask to sit down with them again to go back over your palette if once you start wearing those colors, they don't work. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something. If you have any questions or comments, please put them in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, hit like and subscribe, and I will have additional content coming soon. Thanks, guys. Have a great week.